Howdy, hey everyone! It's been a while, huh? I hope y'all have been doing well. I'm just out here trying to do my thing, you know? Thought I'd come back and play some MSQ. So, let's get to it. I hope everyone's been well. I feel like I said that already, so sorry. I decided that I'm gonna play as a red mage because it's like the closest. Can I fly? Yes, I can fly. I forgot. We got that done. Okay. I decided to play red mage since it's the closest I have to the level of what the quests are right now. So Nox is in here being a weirdo. So I don't seem to have any classes that are in the 60s, which is like a level 64 quest. MSQ where I am at right now, at least is. But my red mage is 70, so here we are. I don't super remember what I was doing, so I hope y'all do. Yidiri. From here we will turn north until we arrive at a cave, through which we must pass in order to reach the Azim Steep. Lise and Gotetsu have already gone on ahead. We should carry on as well. Ooh, okay. New area, huh? That means I can't fly. Things 14 players say. But yeah, I was thinking about making a slideshow of the stuff I got from the con, but I haven't done that, so oops. But the con was fun for the most part. Tigressa might be joining me later to talk about it, so I'll hold off on that for now. We're crossing into a whole new continent. Was ist das? What's going on here?
I remember the emptiness, vast and endless. The Azim Steppe, home to countless roaming tribes.
It's very pretty. The animals are really cute.
A sacred land, watched over by elder gods. Here, we would find Doma's salvation. With the wind at our backs, we walked on, in search of hope, in search of him.
In search of him, huh? Write down something real quick. There we go. Okay. Well, it'd help if I put my hand on the keyboard the correct way, huh? address? We'll talk to these dudes real quick. Yudiri, I give you the Azim Steppe, Willow, though I should say that this is but one small portion of it. Despite the close proximity, Domans rarely venture this far north. Most find these lands and their people strange and foreign. Fortunately, those who frequent Reunion are more welcoming than most. Come, it's not much further. Okay. I'm excited to be playing the game again. I have devastating news, though. I lost my house. I'm very legitimately upset about it. I'm gonna try and get it back, though. But I have to do something about all my shit. Yudiri, welcome to Reunion, my friends. Here is where we will begin our search for Lord Hein. Or Heen. It's Heen, right? The search for Lord Heen. Yudiri has a simple plan for finding Lord Heen. Yudiri. When last I spoke with Lord Heen, he said he spent much time in these markets. I had hoped we might find him here today, but alas. Lise. Hey, Yudiri. I've been meaning to ask. There are an awful lot of Zayla here, aren't there? Yudiri. Oh, I assumed you knew. The Azim Steppe has been home to the nomadic tribes of the Zalia since antiquity. More than 50 roam these lands, and though they do not constitute a nation, there is a hierarchy of sorts, determined through ritual combat. Lise. Funny. If they're so busy fighting each other, you'd think the Empire would be able to march in and take the step with ease. I wonder why they haven't. Time to hydrate. Hydrate or go straight. Why indeed, Lise? Why indeed? Perhaps they see little value in it, especially given the fierce reputation of the Zayla warriors who would fight tooth and nail to oppose them. Yudiri, these lands were not made for men. The soil is thin and the weather unforgiving. Hey, sounds like where I live. The Zalia found ways to survive, it is true, but they are made of sterner stuff than most Imperials, conscripts or citizen. Lise, thanks for taking the time to explain. It sounds like I've got a lot to learn. Later, I mean. We're meant to be looking for Hein. Or Heen. Is it Heen or Hein? Yudiri. People from many tribes gather in Reunion to trade goods and information. I should be surprised if we cannot learn something of value here. Let us make our inquiries separately. Willow, why don't you speak with some of the merchants there? Or merchants here. Sorry. I'm like a little tongue-tied. Quest accepted. Chambui. She's cute. Booze, fresh booze, your choice of lamb or zo, guaranteed to satisfy. How many will you have, miss? A doorman? Unless another Dazkar is keeping himself in her yurt, he is not here. More fool her if she took a doman for a husband. But enough about domans. Let us speak of booze instead. You cannot come to the Azim Steppe and not sample this most traditional of delicacies. I would try it. Yesui, What fortune you have to come hither at this time! Freshly slaughtered, every cut available on request. Organs, too. Hearts, livers, brains, or a brace of blood sausage if you desire only a snack. A doman? Poor meat they make, domans. I jest. I see a young mole in the company of some few days ago. What does that mean? A young mole. Maybe like their version of kid or something? Biter. Roasted fish with pumpkin. Ooh, that sounds good. An exotic foreign delicacy, cooked to perfection, beloved without the step. Come. You seek domans? Then you are come to the wrong place, my friend. Delicious as my foodstuffs are, they find little favor with those from the south. Now, if it were Goro you were looking for, on the other hand, then I might be able to help you. They flock to my stall. Okay. Let's not forget to attune. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Let's set it as home point for now. Okay. Oop, Falcon Porter. There we go. Oro Horsemaster. I have brought you a new brush, my beloved. So smooth and silky your mane shall be, the envy of every other man. Say again? You are seeking who? Ah, the Doman. I know of whom you speak. He comes and goes with the mole girl. Though I could not describe her, I only know that she is mole because I heard them talking as they passed. With the chat mode in, say, use your keyboard or the software keyboard to enter any phase that contains mole to ask the Zalia in reunion if they are of the mole tribe. Okay. Let me change this to, say... Are you mole? Narangawa. I am Ura, if you must know. Come down from the mountains in the north, if there is nothing else. Okay, what about you? Are you mole? Serena. Yes, I am mole. My name is Serena. May I help you? She's cute. Oh, she's so cute. Serena. Oh, I see. You were looking for Heen. In that case... Mastered. How urgent this business must be to leave our conversation unfinished. The Kinsei. Will you buy it? There's but one bundle left. If not, then... Sternai. I will, though I had not thought to pay so high a price. Mastered. It is a bargain for which you should be grateful. If you lack the coin, then the fault is your own, and you will leave with nothing. Serena. Please, I must have the Kinsei. The gods themselves request it. We are bound to their will. Mastered. Pay me the difference in whisper root. I will sell it to the next apothecary to pass through reunion, and we will each feel fairly treated. But do not tarry. Should another come before you, coin in hand, I will not refuse him. Fair enough. Serena, I understand. Thank you for this kindness. I am sorry, but we will speak of Hein later. I cannot leave reunion without that Tensai. Dancer and Gunbreaker. I'll just take the materia. How does that sound? Just take the materia. Woo, level up. Nice. A season for war. Serena does not usually depend on the kindness of strangers, but will gladly take an exception today. Serena, you want to help me, is that it? Yeah, I'll help you out, girlie. Serena, I do not know what to say. Thank you, Willow. Thank you. The lumbering ones we must fell wander the plains to the west of Reunion. If we each harvest 2, then we should have enough whisper root. Return here when you have finished. Good luck. Alright, y'all get to see my terrible, red mage fighting. As I always say, if you came here for good gameplay, you came to the wrong stream. I do like to be one of my lower classes when exploring, and use the XP for that to level up lower classes, you know? Don't you know? As Nox would say. Don't you know? Okay. 1 down. Oh, let me put my chocobo in defender stance. Jolt. Okay. Let's go. You know what's coming though. There's a whole bunch of side quest markers. You know what that means. Serena, welcome back, Willow. Have you brought the whisper root? Here you go, milady. Blessed is he who shows kindness to strangers, for with fortune does he ever ride. Will this quantity suffice? Mastered, it shall. The Tensai is yours. Mastered, the gods favor you more than you know, child. Uddan rarely have need of such herbs, and so my stock is limited. Had you come a day earlier or later, I would have none for you. Serena, perhaps the gods guided me here, as they guided grandmother, as they guided this woman from the west. Maybe so, maybe so.
Hey.
Oh, it's voice acted.
How goes the search? Any luck?
Not yet.
What fortune to meet a friend of the young master.
Mm-hmm.
Well met, Cyrena. If you have an inkling as to the current whereabouts of Lord Hien, we should be most grateful for your assistance.
Ian.
Oh, please. It is I who should be grateful.
Hold! What is this? I came first, you second!
Whoa. What are we about to deal with?
Know you to whom you speak? All people of the steppe should. Or have you fought so much that you have forgotten the face of your superiors?
Ooh.
Superiors? I spit on your superiority, little prince! Twisted and mad as sand devils your kind are!
Ooh. Daring Do Dandy. What a name. Howdy, hey, Shun. How you doing?
Those two don't seem to like each other very much.
It's been a while.
These are of the Oranir and Dothal, the two strongest tribes. The children of Azim are destined to rule, so they declare to all who will listen. Their word is law. For now.
She's also got a pretty good voice. Or a pretty voice, sorry. All good here. How goes it? It's going over here. I was waiting on story time about stuff until I got some more viewers in. So, just been messing around on MSQ. I'm a red mage right now, which I know people say that red mage is confusing at first, and then once you get it, like, you get it. And I kind of got it before, but it's been so long now that I don't remember. So, as I always say, if you came here for good gameplay, you came to the wrong stream. But I have very sad news. I lost my house. I'm very devastated about it. But I'm going to try and buy it back because the plot is up for auction still. I just have to figure out what to do with my shit.
Grand, flamboyant fighters.
Oh, time to hydrate. Hydrate to die straight. Or hydrate or die straight.
As a horse, as do his brothers after their many recent victories. The Undyne ones too are strong, fearless, and vicious. They often reigned in the past. Now they are sorely tested.
Oof. As an aura, I'd like how her eyes are glowy. Thank you. There's currently no bids on it. So I'm hoping I can get it back because I do really like the location of where it is. She's so cute.
And to break the peace is to be banished forever. This he says without words, for words are lies to the Castilla. They do not speak.
Oh, a silent race.
That's interesting. And all these different tribes share the same lands, do they? No wonder it's tense.
Hmm.
I shall look for you on the field at the Nardum. Mark my words!
They're like wolves in heat or something.
As shall I. Mayhap I shall take 11 more Dothal heads to make a dozen with yours. I look forward to the day.
Oh my god. Calm the fuck down. Jeebus Cribus.
The dispute will be settled at the Nardum?
A great battle held on the final day of the Sahan San. During this time, all bonds of hierarchy are broken. All Zayla are equal and free to prepare for the fight. The tribe which triumphs in the Nardum rules until the next Sahan San.
And how often did she say it is?
Ah, so that is what they call the custom. I presume your tribe will also be taking part?
Uh-oh.
Not all seek the Dawn Throne. Some are satisfied with their lot. Others, like the Kestir, have reason to remain neutral. Them all are lambs among wolves. Long were we content to remain apart and live quietly, but
There's nothing wrong with being content
never
with where
mind
you
that.
are.
You seek Hien, yes? I know where he may be.
But I sense plot. She got all sad. We gotta figure out why. Don't worry, bae. We will figure it out for you. Da, 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 da. Okay. I did put in my title MSQ, but we all know I'm actually side quest queen. But we are still standing in front of Serena, is how Yuri said it. So, an impossible dream. Serena knows where you might find Lord Hien. Serena, long ago, my grandmother, having received a vision from the gods, bade me go forth into the southern mountains. It was there that I found Hien, near death from many wounds. Oh. I brought him to our village, and there we nursed him back to health. Afterwards, he chose to remain, that he might repay us for our kindness. Domans set much store by honor and shame, so at first I did not question it. Excuse me, if I could see your map for a moment. Here, he has grown fond of this place. It affords him a view of the markets and the steppe. I would accompany you, but I must return to our village to prepare my grandmother's meal. Thank you again for your assistance.
Iron doesn't go in.
Give me just a second.
Hi, chat.
Nox says hi. Yigiri. Our long-awaited reunion is at hand. Come, my friends, let us go and greet our lord and master. Alright. Uh-oh, side quests. Purple rain. Like purple rain. This Adarkim warrior has his eyes on a particular kind of flower. Warrior, could I ask for your help? I have no one else to turn to. I've searched all over the Azim steppe for one single flower. Someone told me that it was sold in Reunion, but I have had no luck here either. Could you search for this flower for me? It shall not be a dangerous task by any means. No, I should not lie. Least of all to a visitor to our land. It will be a job fraught with peril. For the only way to obtain the flower I require is by slaying a purple. If you are willing to help, you should be able to find some north of here. Please slay 3 of them and bring back their flowers. Okay. You know me, I'd like to collect them all and just kind of work through them. Just sometimes stuff is grouped together. Stranger danger! I'm a 90s kid. I grew up in the height of panic of stranger danger. Toadin has a soft spot for children. Oh, me too. Toadine. Or Toadini? Oh, she's so cute. They're all just so cute. Have you by any chance come for a walk around the market? I look after families' children while they shop here. I also keep my eyes open for any children that get separated from their parents. If you happen to come across any lost boys and girls, please tell them to come here. Aw, what a sweetie. There was one time I was at a Ren fair and this shop had a bubble machine going out in front of it, and there was this little toddler that didn't seem to have anyone with her, just playing in the street in the walkway, playing in the bubbles, and it just kind of made me nervous. And so I just sat outside the shop and just watched her, because I was like, I don't want someone to just stab this little girl, but like, I'm not related to her either. But it turns out that across the way were her guardian's parents, you know. But they called her name and she came right to them, so all's well that ends well, but I was just really nervous there for a minute. Silent Banquet. This Oroniri youth is most grateful to the tester. There is a matter I require your help with. I want to show my appreciation to the tester for creating Reunion. The marketplace allows us both to trade and communicate with the other tribes. We would have struggled to do either before Reunion was set up. After speaking with my fellow traders, we decided we would host a banquet for the tester. However, 3 of them are still yet to deliver their food for the feast. I'm still waiting on Bider, Chambui, and Uto. Please seek them out and tell them you wish to discuss the banquet. Okay. Okay. We've got a little boy over here. Curious Hima boy. I had no idea there was a lady like that. I will go and play with her until Daddy finishes his work. Though I do wish I knew where my brother had gone off to. Maybe he's with the lady already. Uh-oh. We've got a missing kid. I ain't about that, gumdrops. Ain't no way I'm gonna let that slide. Is that you? You're just a little girl, so cute. O'Leary girl. What are you talking about? I'm not lost. There's a lady here who looks after lost children? Maybe I'll go and speak with her. But not because I'm lost or anything. Yes, ma'am. Understood. My character would be more concerned about finding the children than any of the other side quests. So we have to find the kids. Tis the law. Oh. He's all the way up there. Good to know, good to know. Alright. Little lost lamb, where have you gone? I must find the child. What are you doing out here, little kid? You're not playing with the striking dummies, so... Are you up on top of the cliff? To be fair, that's something I would do as a kid too. Get up on top of the cliff and just look out at everything. Because that is something I did as a kid. Get up on top of buildings and cliffs and stuff and just look out. Bold Hema boy. You say there's a nice lady that will look after me? I will go and search for her now. By the way, have you seen any other children that look like me? Yeah, your little brother's already over there. Whee! Conk. Todini, I have had 3 children come saying you sent them to me. I was only supposed to be looking after one today, but things have gotten quite lively. I never cease to be amazed by how friendly Zayla children are with each other. Tribal boundaries mean nothing to them. This group alone contains a pair of Hema twins, a Boliri girl, and the Beaquid child that was here from the start. Their tribes are all so different. One of every 3 Hema pregnancies results in twins, just like these 2. Time to hydrate. Hydrate or die straight. Jeff! Posture check. You got it. Okay. Thank you for that. I hope you're doing well, Jeff. Sorry I haven't made it to streams lately. It's just been, like, really busy trying to keep up with work and everything. Todini. Their tribes are also different. Okay. Beaquid women have a tradition of taking multiple husbands. Sounds like my kind of tribe. And the Bolir support themselves by collecting dung, drying it, and turning it into charcoal, which they then sell to other tribes. They have all been brought up so differently, and yet they get along so well. Some days, I wish we adults could behave the same. Right? Everything's gotten a lot better with work. I, am now fully remote, and reverse harems, hell yeah. Hey, yo! I'm here for it. But, there's also a trouble account that I was dealing with. I don't know how much you knew about it, but, yeah. They got completely taken off my plate, and they're gonna get kicked off of my team altogether, so. Such to suck. But, I hope everything's been good with you. I hope that the job hunt has been okay. But, yeah. Oh, got sidelined by ads, sorry. But, I was just saying that work's been okay. I am fully remote now, and I don't have my problem customer that I was having to deal with. I don't have to deal with her anymore, and she's being completely kicked off of my team for her bad attitude. So there's that. So it's getting better. I'm still exhausted though. But I'm feeling like it's just having dealt with all that, then going to the con, then just being busy, all that good stuff. I'll recover. I somehow always do. Regardless, that is of no concern to a traveler such as yourself. Thank you for your help. You are welcome. Kids are precious. Oop. But yeah, it would help if I put my fingers on the keyboard correctly, huh? But I totally agree. Children, they just like get along and play with each other. They don't like all of that stuff, like, they don't care. And it's really sweet to watch. Lonely, only knocks around, who doesn't have Yuffie to keep it in his place for now. Fair enough. He's been doing chores. That's what he's off doing right now. Words are very unnecessary. Oh, and it gives us an ether current. Tamachad is not in the best of spirits. Hello, traveler. As it happens, some of the local Kistiri merchants have been dealing with a problem involving your kind of late. Reunion is run by the Kistir. It will not do you any favors to displease them. The tribe is famed for its dislike of speech. They believe that all words are merely lies. The Kistiri way is to show your intentions through your actions. Nothing else shall suffice for them. And yet, a merchant from far-off lands has recently appeared in Reunion, trying to force the Kistir to trade by using the very words they despise. Ignorance is no excuse. I have seen others attempt to explain the local custom to him. However, it matters not what anyone says if he will not listen. I would appreciate it if you were to take responsibility for this buffoon. No doubt he is still in the Khan's tent, harping on. Okay. Rip-off reunion. Tamachad wants to investigate some unsavory dealings. Would you mind helping me with an investigation? Those who do business here are allowed to set their own prices. However, I have heard word of a trader that has been abusing this system by charging more for their goods exclusively for foreign customers. Should this continue, Reunion's reputation shall suffer great damage. I have taken it upon myself to regularly check the trader's stalls, but I suspect their culprit is hiding their extortionate prices from me. That is why I require your help. Please investigate the local traders. Take note of their wares and the prices they sell them for. I have marked the 5 stalls I would like you to visit on your map. Report back to me when you are done. Depeche mode? What does that mean? I'm confused. That doesn't take much. Udo. My apologies for the delay. I think the Kistir will enjoy what I have brought, smoked fish straight from Isari. I would normally not go to such lengths, but the Kistir have done so much for us. The mere fact they allow non-Zayla into Reunion is truly commendable. No doubt their generosity is motivated by trade, but I would be lying if I said it was not the reason that I too came here. Words are unnecessary as referencing lyrics. Enjoy the silence. Okay. I love music. Fishing for customers. Udo would like to attract more custom. Would you mind helping out a trader who is down on her luck? I simply need you to promote my wares to the locals. Try your best to bring this subject up as naturally as possible. I would specifically like you to mention the smoked fish I have for sale. I caught them back in Asari. With the chat mode in Say, entered smoked fish from Asari to get the locals' attention. Okay. Rip-off reunion. Biter. Struggling to find something? Search no longer, for I am sure to have it in stock. Biter's stall contains a mix of meat, fish, and assorted trinkets. All of his wares are being sold for cheap prices. Biter. Oh, my apologies for being so late. We Kakol are still few in numbers, and it took somewhat longer than anticipated to gather what we required. However, I can assure you it will have been worth the wait. I made sure to collect only the finest ingredients to show our gratitude to the Tastir. Merchant for a day. Biter is not very good at his job. Oh, I am beginning to wonder if I will ever be able to sell my wares. I was so certain I could finally make a success of myself here as a trader. Hello there. Tell me, have you ever tried your hand at running your own market stall? I myself have been struggling to sell much of anything of late. Observing someone else may be just what I need. Let me know if you feel up to the challenge. Sure, let's not. I haven't done my own stall, but I have manned other people's stalls at like conventions and fairs and stuff. Biter, are you willing to tend to my stall? Tending to the merchant's stall will take several minutes. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Alright, I don't have any anyway. Fantastic! I have a feeling I am going to learn a lot from observing you. I've always prided myself on having a varied assortment of goods for sale. There should be something here for every kind of customer. The best of luck to you. Listen carefully to each customer and choose something you think will meet their needs. Okay. Okay. Yes, hello. Yeah, hello. Howdy, hey. Zayla mother. Oh my, quite a selection of food you have. Let me think. Yesterday we had fish. Trader, what would you recommend for a bunch of growing boys with healthy appetites? Mammoth thigh. That does sound nice, doesn't it? I will take your finest mammoth thigh. There you go, madame. You made a sale. Nicely done. A cute little sheep in the back. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. I want to pet your cheeks. Zayla boy, give me a toy. Mom said I could buy a toy because I've been good. I don't have much money, so it should be something cheap. What can I buy? A wooden horse, a cartridge board and pieces, a cheap wooden flute, a fancy multicolored doll. A cheap wooden flute. A flute? I've never played one before, but maybe Daddy can teach me. I'll take it. You made a sale. Nicely done. I used to play flute. Played flute for like 7 years. Oh my gosh, there it goes, just bounding and bouncing around. There's that guy again. In the background. I almost forgot that I had my mouse turned off for y'all, so you don't see my mouse like bouncing around everywhere. Love struck Zayla. Oh, I pine for that bosom maiden so, but I know not how to express my feelings. Whatever should I do? I've got just the book for you. Stream of your love to all of reunion. Good things come to handsome gentlemen or handsome gents. You'll get nowhere with a face like that. I've got just the book for you. A book, you say? Pray tell me, just what is it called? A beginner's guide to Tourette children rearing? Or Tumet children rearing? Swim like an Eshin? A Darkham Tactics, Advanced Edition. Quali Love Songs of Legend. Quali Love Songs. Love songs! Now that you mention it, I remember her saying she enjoys music. I will take that book. Thank you. Yeah, thumbs up. You made a sale. Nicely done. Zayla Maiden. Do you think this necklace suits me? I just bought it from that stall over there. Is that one of the eyes of Needhog? It looks lovely on you. What a nice shade of scarlet. We have even better jewelry here. We have even better jewelry here. Because we're trying to merchant. Tell me then, just what would you suggest I buy? Starlit earrings, a black bracelet, a ruby ring, a sapphire ring. I feel like it needs to be red to match her red necklace she just bought. Let's do a ruby ring. That looks very nice indeed. I shall take it. That said, those starlit earrings would go perfectly with my necklace. Give me both the ring and the earrings. Double sale! Hell yeah! Time to hydrate, or die straight. You made a sale. Nicely done. I made 2 sales, bitch. Fighter. I must say, I'm very impressed. I had no idea there was so much I had to learn about trading. Hold on, I gotta switch my straw over. There we go. Up until now, I had simply recommended whatever I thought was best, but it is clear that the customer's wishes should always be my top priority. Thank you for all your help. I really feel like you should have watched some of the other merchants and just had me, like, kind of watch your stall. But then again, you'd just be completely trusting your stall to a random stranger, so I don't know. I don't know. I would have just talked with some of the other merchants and built relationships with them. With the chat mode and say, entered smoked fish from Asari to get the locals' attention. Fish from Asari. Let's try it again. Asari. Is it because I'm capitalizing? Cooked fish from Asari. Oh, I have to type it like caps matching and everything apparently. Fun. Zayla Hunter. Caught in Asari, you say? I'm gonna go say to look later. Okay. Yes, sweet. You there, traveler. Can I interest you in some smoked meats? My prices may be steep, but satisfaction is guaranteed. Yusui's stall contains raw meat, sausages, and smoked food. All of her wares are being sold for expensive prices. Chambui. How many boos do you fancy, miss? Well, we just talked to her earlier. Chambui's stall contains various kinds of booze. All of her wares are being sold for fair prices. Ah, the banquet? Do not worry. My contribution is ready. I have been incredibly busy of late, and it completely slipped my mind. Our tribe's hunters are so skilled, we often have more food than we know what to do with. Having somewhere like Reunion where we can trade our unnecessary meat is a great help to us. Chimbui is in need of meat. What did you just say, woman? Fancy doing some hunting for me? I've been so busy trading today that I have had no time to go hunting, which is an issue as I'm nearly out of booze ingredients. I would like you to slay 4 step zoes for me and bring back their meat. Would you be able to find some just you should be able to find some just outside of Reunion. Okay. And y'all know that I'm side quest queen. I have to. It's the law. Who needs words? Kai Shan is so worried he is on the verge of saying something. You can tell from the timidness of Kai Shan's nod that he is worried by something. Pointing over there. Kai Shan points to the north. The haste with which he extends his arms suggests there is something in that direction which requires your attention. Okay. For a second, I thought the dude on the chair was sleeping. Oh, this guy. Gascot. I don't suppose you'd fancy taking part in this conversation anytime soon, would you? If I've done something to displease you, you only need tell me what... And just who would you happen to be? If you're here to trade, then you'll have to wait your turn. I arrived first. No, I'm here to talk to you, dumbass. What's that? You're not a merchant. Well, are you aware of the funny customs these Kastar have? Apparently words aren't much use, only actions will do. I was told as much by members of other Auri tribes, but I just can't bring myself to believe it. How can one run a market if they refuse to speak? Regardless, it does not appear that I stand to gain much from continuing to rely on speech. If even a fellow outsider such as yourself is telling me to follow the Kastiri customs, I suppose it is high time I requested. Or I requested? Now that I think of it, if you're not a competitor, would you perhaps be interested in working with me? Seek me out if you'd like to hear more. She's probably like, thank fuck that kid's gone. Oop, it's raining. Mastred, come and get your hands on the juiciest fruits and vegetables available in Reunion. Mastred's stall contains fruits and vegetables. All of his wares are being sold for expensive prices. So we have 2 expensive people so far. Smoked fish from Isari. Sayla Shepherd. Have you ever had smoked fish from Isari before? I hear they're quite delectable. I've only had them once, but I will never forget it. One of the tastiest meals I've ever had for sure. If someone's selling it in Reunion, then I'll be the first in line to buy some. Okay, bye. Ordinary youth. Were you able to find all 3 traders? Here you go. Quite a selection indeed. Have you ever heard why the Testiri founded Reunion? They say a Testiri child died from an illness that would have been treatable with the right medicine. Alas, the Testiri had no means of procuring the cure at the time. As you say, there are plenty of other popular theories that may be true. The Testiri are hardly going to open their mouths and tell us which is correct, after all. Not that it really matters a great deal. We owe them a huge debt regardless. Let's deal with this buffoon. Gascot. Ah, it's been an eternity since I last had the chance to talk with a fellow traveler. The name's Gascot. I belong to the East Aldenard Trading Company, and I've been stationed in the Far East for a while now. I used to work at our Kudane office until a short while ago. Word has it, it won't be long before Doma fully escapes the Empire's grasp. Very few merchants are going to pass up such a good opportunity to trade with a newly independent nation. I've always been a pioneer myself and decided that I would make certain I was the first to explore this new potential trade partner. I've brought bags full of foreign goods to impress the locals with. Yet, despite this, I am unable to convince them to even talk to me. Never mind take a look at my wares. If only they knew what harrowing obstacles I had to overcome just to be here. Countless levies paid to pirates, daring escapes from fearsome bandits and beasts. I could go on forever. And what is my reward? The icy stare of a Testiri woman. Until today, I had never met a lady that thought me anything but a charming gent. As it seems, I alone am not up to the task. I wish to ask for your aid. Knowledgeable adventurer, if you help me convince them to trade, I promise you untold discounts on everything I have for sale. Okay. No need to be so alarmed, friend. I merely wish for your help for you to help me learn about Testiri customs. I would not dream of asking you to threaten them or force you to help me with my work. Their culture is unlike anything I have encountered thus far. If I am to get anywhere, I must study all of their customs and deities that govern their day-to-day lives. Only then do I stand a chance of convincing them to trade. This information shall doubtless be equally valuable to you on your travels. Why, if I weren't such a humble man, I would demand you show your gratitude to me for giving you this opportunity. Oh my god. What a dick. Words are trivial. Gascot is raring to get started with his studies. Let us start by finding out just how to communicate with one another. If we cannot learn this much, then there's not much point of being here. It is to this end that I would have you ask the locals about their customs. Of course, I too shall try asking, although I fear I may have already gained an unfavorable reputation with the locals. I can't even begin to think why. Oh my god, this guy. This guy. Fucking guy. Am I right? Baratui. Why, that exotic aura you emit. You must have been a traveler from far-off lands. Can I interest you in some kumis? It is the most luxurious local drink I have to offer. Okui's stall contains an assortment of alcoholic beverages. All of her wares are being sold for very expensive prices. Oh, okay. So it's marked now, the 3 that are expensive. Good to know. Sived. If you wish to understand the Castir, you should start by considering why this area was named Reunion. The Zalia tribes constantly fight with one another. However, whilst they are in reunion, all conflict is prohibited. The area was founded based on the ideal of the Zalia coming together as one. To reunite the tribes. A family reunion, if you will. Bader. You would have me explain Castiri customs to you? I would assume most people would pick those up after spending a few days here. Mind you, our merchant friends make me wonder. The Castiri refuse to speak. They think all words to be lies. If you wish to earn their trust, then simply follow this principle. It should be clear what you need to do. Uh-huh. There we go. Udo. Hello again. I am pleased to say I have had a few customers stop by since you went off to spread word of my fish. If business continues to be this good, then I might have enough to buy some fur before heading home. The ocean breeze makes Isari a rather chilly place to live. Oh, I cannot wait to go back and see my husband again. Thank you for all your help. Udo, are you helping Gastot? Quite a handful, isn't he? He's not doing his fellow outsiders any favors. Of that you can be certain. Oh, time to hydrate. Hydrate or die straight. Okay. You would do well to tell him it is about time he started following Kastiri rules for a change. Okay. There you are. Tamachag. Finished? Well, what did you learn? What does Bider sell? Oh, shit. Oh, I can't look around. I think he was the one that sold this. Mazdud was fruits and vegetables, and it was expensive. Yasui. I wish I could look around. Fuck me. Damn it. Yasui. Is she the one that sold alcoholic beverages? I'm gonna lie. Fuck. Okay, well, it's a good thing I have a little notepad right here. Let's just write this shit down, shall we? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, Botakui is alcohol. And it's very expensive. Okay. Mustard. Is fruit. And is expensive. Okay. Spider. He's selling a mix of stuff and he is cheap. History is selling raw meat and is expensive. Okay. And then we have Chimbui, who is our buzz lady. And she is fairly priced. Okay. Let's try that again. Spider. Sold a mix of stuff and it was cheap. Mazdred. Sold produce. And he was expensive. Yusri sold meat. And she was expensive. And Bakratui was alcohol. It was very expensive. And Chamboy was booze, and she was barely priced. That more or less matches up with what I had learned myself. Well, if you exclude Botokui, Kumi's is hardly a luxury commodity in these parts. No doubt she was hoping a traveler such as yourself would be ignorant of that fact. She cannot be allowed to continue this kind of behavior. I will give her a stern warning later. Thank you for your help. The Castir had entrusted me with a reward that I was to give to anyone able to aid me in uncovering the crafty traitor. I would say you have done more than enough to be worthy of it. Thank you. I had a feeling it was her. Because she's like, you know, oh, my amazing alcohol. I don't know. It just came off to me as one of those, she's selling cheap beer but says it's amazing. Gascot. It's not just the Castir. All the bloody Zalia in this place hardly speak, though they're quite good at staring, I must say. Did you fare any better? Yeah, they say you're an idiot. We're supposed to show our intentions through our actions, you say? Yes. Over-reliance on speech is something we should all endeavor to avoid. Then there is truly only one thing for it. We gain their trust by showing them we come in peace. Yes, I shall greet all those in reunion and show that I only want to be their friend. Here's an idea. Why don't you go and greet Kotota first? She's the one we really have to convince after all. This guy. I think I need to go into this building to go harass her on his behalf now. Kotota looks at you quizzically. Show to her that you wish to be friends. Should I wave at her? She's questioning. Kotota looks at you quizzically. Show her that you wish to be friends. What about me? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Oh, I'm not clicked on her. Oops. Howdy, hey, true gamer. I don't know, but I'm here now. You're here now. I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry I haven't been in your streams much lately. I've been just really exhausted with life. Kotota seems unsure how to react to your gesture. You wonder how to proceed. How will you proceed? Kill her with kindness? Take a gentler approach? She may not like this. Well, I take a gentler approach. She still doesn't understand. Kotota is unsure how to perceive your actions. You wonder how best to communicate your intentions. Act as a lady should. Take a friendlier approach. Show you have nothing left to lose. Act as a lady should? The faint twinkle in Kotota's eyes suggests you have earned her trust. Gastot. Oh, fancy seeing you here, Kotota. Allow me to show you just how friendly I am. Behold, the bomb dance of Kudane. Come on now, don't be shy. Let us all get to know each other. Why do you stare at me so? Well, it seems I have overstayed my welcome. Come along, Willow. Let us not bother the lovely Testir any further. Pray meet with me outside. Yeah, if you're gonna, be this dumb, then you shouldn't be doing business here. You don't want to learn the customs. You don't want to follow the rules. You're just constantly making an ass of yourself. You don't need to be here. Gascot. I am ever the optimist, but even I would struggle to say that went according to plan. I just don't understand. When I danced in front of a Testir earlier, several gathered to watch. You should have seen them, Willow. They were beckoning for others to come look, pointing fingers, laughing. They loved my performance. They were making fun of you. After such a positive reception, I was certain Kotota would respond in a similar manner, perhaps even dance with me. But no. All I saw was rage in her eyes. However, I have indeed gained a better understanding of their ways. Now I just need to consider how to approach them next time. Let's just take the materia. Words are meaningless. Poor Gascot just wants some Testiri friends. In consideration of the fact that showing my enthusiasm through dance had little effect, I suggest we consider a new approach. Instead of approaching the Testir directly, we focus on improving my reputation with the other tribes. As I have previously mentioned, I brought countless goods with me from faraway lands, the likes of which the Salia have never seen. If I advertise these wares in Reunion, there will be crowds begging to trade with me in no time. Time to hydrate, or die straight. Would you be up to the task of promoting my goods to those that have only just arrived in Reunion? I shall focus on the group that enjoyed my bomb dance performance. No doubt they are eager to see me again. Yeah, to laugh at you some more. This guy's hopeless. With a capital H. Going inside here again. It does not look to be so. Ian is up on top of this building, I think. Let's see. What am I looking for here? Words are meaningless. Far too busy today, struggling to keep up. Oh, that's right, I need to go get them some meat, huh? Jibei, you say that there's a merchant about selling weapons from foreign lands. Interesting indeed. But why did you think to tell me of this fact? You're holding a weapon on your back? The poor man's been denied permission to trade in Reunion? Well, I can certainly see why they turned him away if that's what he's selling. Though that works well for me. That is to say, he has my deepest sympathies. We Gisi are skilled hunters, certainly the most capable of all the Zayla tribes. We fully understand the importance of weaponry. I, for one, would certainly like to see your friend give permission to trade. In fact, I'll even give him some advice on how to plead his cause. While I am talking with the merchant, I would advise you continue your efforts to win over the Tastir. Something you may wish to keep in mind, the Tastir are always in need of oil to keep lanterns lit in reunion. Slay a step Gidan and bring back a lump of its fat. The Tastir are sure to appreciate the gesture. In the meantime, I will tell your friend all about trading in reunion. I shall see to it he knows absolutely everything. Oh, yes. I mean, it's to his own ends, but we're also talking about helping a merchant, and they generally want to do things to their own ends too, so. Okay. Where to? I think over there is hunting. Okay, that's where Heian is. And then up here is where's our meaningless. Although I kind of think I'll do the hunting super quick. Get it out of the way. Get my chocobo out. Naja, so she can help me out. Give me your meat. Give me your meat. Two. There we go. 3. And we need one more. You look like the perfect candidate. Gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Jeff, please don't judge me for my awful, like, red mage talents, or lack thereof, I should say. Alright, back to town. Give him the meat. Or I guess sell it to him. Gotta get this ether current. Thank you very much. Very much indeed. Let me check and make sure that Twitch doesn't hate me and I'm missing messages. Okay. Okay. Let's give this meat to Chambui. Do you have my meat? We Daskar are somewhat different to the other tribes in that all our hunting is done by our women. My little girls are already proven to be quite skilled with a bow and arrow. I am sorry to have even more of your time, but could you deliver the Zo meat to my husband? You will find him just behind that nearby tent. Yeah, I talked to him earlier. He said he was super busy. Chambui's husband. Why, hello. Can I help you with something? Here you go. Ah, you have been hunting for my wife, have you? You have my thanks. I must say, it is quite nice to have the chance to speak with someone that does not belong to my tribe. I would love to talk more, but it is really time I got back to cooking. Speak with my wife, and I'm sure she will see you are rewarded for your hard work. You may not be aware of this. This is Chembui, by the way. But those from outside our tribe seldom have the chance to speak with the Daskar men. Usually we keep our men at home, but my husband's bulls are so much better than anything I could make. I felt I would be depriving my customers if I did not give them the opportunity to sample his cooking. Regardless, it is time I go back to work. Thank you for all you've done. Let me write something down super quick. Okay, sorry about that. Goodness. I want to adjust myself and in my chair and unplug my headphones. Okay. Let's see here. Man, I really like fish. I'm a fish girly. I'm really sad I can't have tuna. Devastating blow indeed. I kind of like their lookout towers too. Like the aesthetic of them. I don't want to bother you all with switching back and forth between classes for the XP. Okay. Voss's DOS up here. I see some orange circles. Let's go investigate. Shall we? Ooh, that's a pretty Marlboro, whatever they are. I like those. What am I doing over here? Oh, I need to slay something and get oil from it. What's over there? Okay. Oh no, that's something else, but let's help him anyway. Oh, goodness. Goodness. We got this, Nadja. You and me, Girly Pop. Shaken Merchant. Oh, thank you so much. That was nearly the end for me. I must thank Kashan as well for sending help. I'm quite impressed you understood that you were needed here. Working out exactly what the Kastir are trying to communicate is never easy. They believe all words to be lies, and as such never open their mouths. However, they are both loyal and honest. That is why so many are more than happy to do business with them. Tell Kaishan that I will be along shortly. I will set off as soon as I have reloaded my cart. Start to pick up his stuff. Oh, these are the purbles. So isn't it something like I do jolts and the other? There we go. We have one. Oh, that's what it was. We need the flowers from the... Okay. I got it. Two and three. Howdy, hey, Chilo. Or Chilo. Yeah, we got a raccoon in here. It's a little buddy.
Will chat roll higher or lower?
Alright. We gotta decide. Gonna roll high or low. It's time to hydrate. Hydrate or die straight. Okay. Back to town we go. So, let me check real quick.
Chat got a lower score.
Did you win? Nobody thought this would happen. Oof. I'm sorry, little Dan. I don't have time for you. I'm a very busy lady. I got shit to do. Namely, helping all these bozos out. Addercrim Warrior. Were you able to get get three of the flowers? Here you go, kind sir. Oh my, that stench! Quite ghastly indeed. I suppose I should tell you just why I need these flowers. Yeah, that'd be nice. I belong to the Addercrim, the largest of the Zayla tribes. Recent events have led to me being considered as a future Khan. The position brings with it much power and pleasure, but by the same token, it has given rise to bitter and bloody rivalries. My older brother was a candidate before me, but after no less than 8 attempts on his life, he vanished with nary a trace. In his absence, I have risen in the line of succession, meaning I am now the marked man. I did not ask for this. Alas, wishing that it were not so will not stay the daggers in the dark. That is why I sought out these foul-smelling flowers, to ward off would-be assassins, and thanks to your help, I may enjoy a moment's respite. It's 8 o'clock. In the meantime, I will set about finding a permanent solution to my problem, that is, finding my brother, Adtirag. Unless I do so, there will be no peace for me, save in death. Oof. Are you gonna ask me to help? Okay. I thought he was gonna ask me to help him find his brother, but apparently not. Gascot. Hello again, Willow. Jabay has told me everything. I hear you are going to procure some beast fat. There you go. Excellent. Let us present this to the Castir, as Jebi suggested, and earn their trust. Jebe, a wise decision. You would do well to follow my advice if you wish to trade here. Gascot. What did we talk about, you asked? Nothing especially interesting. He merely gave me some guidance as to how I could secure permission to trade here. Speaking of which, thank you for gathering the steppe Geddon fat. Could you give it to Katota for me? There's something else that requires my attention. Okay. Here you go, Miss Katota. Katota is unsure as to why you have visited. Show her you mean well by handing over the steppe Geddon fat. M'lady. Katota is flabbergasted. You wonder if her reaction has something to do with the advice Jabay gave to Gascot. Enjoy the silence. Katota is deep in thought. Oh my goodness, Raiders! Thank you so much, Oshi. Yeah, go follow Rhea. Thank you so much for the raid. For those that don't know, I am Willow Birdsong, a female variety streamer in a male opossum body. Yeah, finally streaming. I know, I've been gone for a bit. Yes, Gooner Queen indeed. I play a variety of different things. Right now I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, but I've also been playing Last of Us with my sister Yuffie. Sometimes my boyfriend Knox will be on and we'll play like Stardew Valley together. I've also played things like Pizza Possum. I'll also do things like Peak, Mecha Chameleon. I'm saying a bunch of like group stuff, but I promise I do solo stuff too. And even sometimes you'll get to see my IRL face when I do baking and crafting streams. But anyway, welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Definitely lurker friendly. And around here we're kind of trashy, or kind of classy, but mostly trashy. And if any of you need to go do things, take care of yourselves. Please don't feel like you have to stay, but I appreciate all of you. Alright, now off to helping Katota. For those that don't know what's going on, we're in this trading area, and these Castir are the ones that kind of run the trading marketplace. That's what it's called, a marketplace. But they do not speak. They think all words are lies. So we're trying to help them out and gain their trust. but we can't do it with words. Katota gives the sticky animal fat back to you. It seems she wants you to talk with Reunion's Khan about what Jebe said to Descott. Alright. Kaishan. The tension has finally left Kaishan's oh-so-expressive face. You take note of the message of thanks relayed via his warm gaze. And then we have Eterkin. The Khan is waiting to see how you will act. I'm gonna hand him the hat now to fill their lamps with. The Khan gazes upon you as if he is staring into your very soul. It seems he wishes you to grant him your succor. How will you respond? Nod, give him a quizzical look, show him yourself. I'm gonna nod. He nods back. The Khan nods at you approvingly. It seems you have earned his trust. The Khan points to the northeast. It appears there is something in that direction he would like you to investigate. Yes, sir. Oh, Oshi, you were playing Mass Effect, right? Yeah, Mass Effect. How was that going? I stopped in for a little bit earlier, but I was silent lurking, sorry. If you're still here, you may have gone off to go get ready for bed and all that stuff, which is totally fine. But anyway, we're off. On top of being Junior Queen, I am also Side Quest Queen. I know that my title says MSQ, but I've mostly been doing side quests. But that's just because that's how I like to play my games. Okay, are we supposed to, like... Looks like we can't actually climb that. Can we? Oh, we can. I'm just dumb. Let's go. Oh, shit. Let's get off of Naja. Maybe we'll climb up a little easier. Okay. This would appear to be the area the Khan bid you to visit. You decide to wait a while and see if anything happens. Dun, 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 dun. There's literally a lookout post. You came after all. Do you have the weapons? Gascot. Yes. You're certain this will allow me to trade in Reunion? Jebe. Certainly. The Castir are indebted to us. They'll listen to anything we ask of them. You'll have permission to trade in no time. All I ask is that you sell your weapons to us first. All of them. I'm especially interested in the bombs you foreigners make. Gascot. But bombs? Well, I have some, although they're used for mining, not war. I don't have a great many either. None of that matters. Just give me everything you have, you fool. Then you will go back to your wretched homeland and bring more. Oh, shit. Gascot, are you positive you have been telling the truth this whole time? Then Willa and I talked to the Auran Reunion. We were told everyone here was equal and at peace. Yet you would monopolize all the weapons I have for sale. You also claim that Castir will listen to anything you say, but I know full well they do not listen to anyone. Jabé, it seems I was wrong to call you a fool earlier. You've a fair bit of knowledge beneath that thick skull of yours, I see. Now you've caught on to my plan, there's no reason to continue the ruse. We need your bombs to become the dominant tribe. Now hand them over, you cur. Oh, that's not very nice. Oh, we can't be having that. Let's go deal with these jackasses. The one guy may be a buffoon, but that don't mean you get to act the way you're acting. Okay. Let's do them. Slay the group of Desai hunters. Descott, Willow, please accept my apologies. He told me I had to come alone. Jabé, I knew you were foolish, but I never imagined you were so far beyond redemption. Tamachad, I'm sorry we had to involve you in this adventure. However, your efforts have helped us save Reunion from great harm. Tamachad, I will make sure that Desai Khan is informed of events. I imagine he will be keen to see Jabé is punished for his crimes. Gastat, how did things come to this? Tamachad, the Desai may be the most skilled at hunting, but they are ultimately at the mercy of their weapons. There is a limit to what one can obtain from the Azim steppe. No doubt they have long wondered what they could accomplish if they were able to get their hands on weapons from faraway lands. Jabé is one of the most radical Desi I have had the misfortune of meeting. He harbors an intense hatred for the larger tribes such as the Adarkim and the Jungid. Time to hydrate or die straight. His plan was to use foreign tools to demonstrate the Desi's supposed superiority. Gastot, I did not ask for any of this. I simply wanted to sell my wares, that I may make a living for myself. Do not involve me in your tribal feuds. Tamachad, you clearly still don't understand just why you are hated so in Reunion. Think back to that fat Jebbe had you procure to turn into oil for Reunion's lamps. What do you think happens when bombs are set off near oil? Gastot, you mean to say my actions were endangering the very lives of those who live in Reunion? I understand Katota's reluctance now. She foresaw that the trade of foreign weapons would bring only conflict to Reunion. Yeah, no shit. Weapons are weapons. It would have been irresponsible of her to allow me to trade with the Zayla here. Now everything is clear. There is little reason for me to stay any longer. Allow me to apologize for all the trouble I have caused so far. Katota. Ooh, Big John. You are handed a vellum covered with Tastiri markings. Katota points in the direction of Gastot, the direction Gastot headed. It seems she would have you present the vellum to him. How frustrating. Dealing with a tribe that doesn't speak. Drum jobs, I'm pretty tired. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to stay up. But I'll try and hold out a little longer. I need a date. Thank you. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Cascot. Ah, Willow. I just finished saying farewell to that group of bomb dance fans. Could it be? This is the very vellum required to trade at Reunion. But why would Kotota see fit to bestow this honor upon me? My near bungle almost set Reunion ablaze. Because you acknowledge your mistake? Because you didn't sell any bombs to Jebe? You acknowledged your mistakes. Ah, yes. I foolishly thought that my wares would enrich their lives, while knowing nothing of their culture and customs. It's obvious to me now just why they place their faith in actions. Their gesture has made me feel genuine joy for the first time in a long while. And whilst I would love nothing more than to begin training right away, I must make one more trip back to our office in Kudane first. I need to have a good think about what I should sell here. I'm inclined to believe food, spices, and seeds of plants suited to the local climate would go down well. I am sure Kotota would appreciate such goods being traded in Reunion. I will return as soon as I am ready. This region is so different to anywhere I've been that it's precisely what makes it fascinating. However, there are still countless people out there who have no understanding of its culture, just like me when I first arrived here. What's more, if traders such as myself descend upon Reunion in droves, the Castir will doubtless struggle to keep them under control. That is why I must return, to give back to this land that has taught me so much. I owe a great debt to both the Castir and to you, Willow. I truly hope I see you again in Reunion someday. Why not? Okay. I'll forward MSQ. But after that, I'm pretty tired. Damn. How do I get up there? I could have swore I saw him on top of... Is he all the way up there on top of the cliff? Is that what it is? Okay. Looks like the best way is to go up and around this way, according to the map. Let's go. I'm sorry it's been so long since I've streamed. I just have been really stressed out and dealing with work stuff that's mostly resolved now. And I get to work fully remote now. So I'm hoping that that helps. I was going to talk a little bit about the con, but I'm really tired, so maybe this weekend. Especially if I can get Tigressa to come hop on with me.
The Kami are merciful, my lord Hien. I see you are alive and well.
Yes, yes, he is.
Ah, you are come sooner than expected.
Hmm.
So, my blade or my head? Which would you have of me?
The people of Yansha remain loyal to Doma. I have seen the fire in their eyes. They are ready to rise up and fight. The time is ripe, my lord. Return with us, blade in hand, and lead Doma to freedom.
Here we go.
Not less than liberty will suffice, then. A pity. It will prove far more difficult to deliver than my head.
Damn.
But if my people wish to pursue an impossible dream, then who am I to deny them?
A dead leader indeed.
Yugiri! Gosetsu! And,
Willow.
The scions of the Seventh Dawn, my lord. Good and true friends who opened their hearts and homes to us when we fled to Eorzea.
Mm-hmm.
Far across the sea they have journeyed to stand with us in the fight for Doman liberation. To oppose the Empire, as they have in the West, where they are lauded as heroes for their many deeds.
say no more, Yugiri. Say no more. I observed how you helped Cyrena, to whom I am deeply indebted. For that and for the aid you provided my people, you have my deepest gratitude.
You're welcome. God, I'm such a cutie.
There is no doubting your strength nor your character. It would be my honor to fight by your side. So, what of Doma? Arise, my friends, and tell me of our home.
Mm-hmm.
I have made my decision. Yugiri, I bid you return to Yansha and take charge of our forces in preparation for my homecoming. As for our esteemed guests, I would ask that you remain here with me. I sense you will be a great help in the coming days.
Mm-hmm.
Your will is my command, my lord, but how much longer do you intend to stay?
Oh, only until I have won the contest? I mean to return at the head of the Zayla army.
Damn!
You mean to participate in the Nardum?
That's what he
Have you a
said.
better idea? Consider how soundly we were defeated before. The Imperials may have since grown weaker, but we are weaker still.
True.
It would be folly to challenge them without first supplementing our forces, so yes, I intend to win the Nardum and enlist the aid of every able-bodied Zayla I can.
Mm-hmm.
Furthermore, by
What a
championing
goal.
a mole in the contest, I can at last repay their kindness. Lest you forget they saved me from certain death, and a man who suffers such debts to go unpaid is without honor and unfit to lead.
Ooh.
Just so, just so. Our lord has spoken, Yugiri. But take heart. I shall keep him safe. And should it come to it, bring him back by force.
This is no laughing matter, Gosetsu. But if these are my orders, very well. Once more I place my faith in you. Pray look after them both.
Yes, ma'am.
Looks like it's up to us then. Though it does seem a bit risky. Isn't Hien meant to be the next king of Doma or something?
So they say, though in truth I am but a pale reflection of my late father. All the more reason to entreat your assistance. For ours is an impossible dream. To set in motion a revolution that will rattle the very firmament and shake off the yoke of the most powerful empire in the world.
Let's go. Ian. Willow Birdsong, was it? Once again, allow me to thank you for your many deeds in service to Doma. For 25 years did my father rule in name only. My rule, if one would deign to call it that, has been naught in comparison. That changes now. We have a purpose and a plan, and after we take to the battlefield together, we will have victory as well. But you are a practical woman. Yes, I am. I'm very much a practical woman. I can tell. Disinclined to trust in words when actions speak truer. I can relate. Ooh. I'll take those, please. Stars in the dark. I love looking at the stars. Ian is, if nothing else, an optimist at heart. Ian, so, you two have heard of the Nadam. The great battle for supremacy of the steppe. I learned of it during my stay with the mole. To my knowledge, no foreigners have ever participated, much less triumphed in a Nadam, but, lack of precedent notwithstanding, I should think we would have good standing to bid them march with us to Doma, should we win. Will they ever permit us, or Gotetsu, will they ever permit us to fight, my lord? We belong to no tribe of the steppe. Ian, we are not without options, given that Serena has taught me, or Serena. You see, in accordance with the god's wishes, her people shall participate in the coming Nadam. And when they take the field, I mean for us to fight alongside them as fellow warriors of the mole. But we need not discuss this at length here. Come, let us head north to Mole Olho, or Mole Eol, where Serena and her people have made camp for this season. Time to hydrate, or die straight. Okay, I'll try and go for about 10 more minutes and then wrap it up, and that'll put me at 2.5 hours, so. Okay, we need Miss Naja. Because we're going a bit north, it seems. So, talked a little bit about the con. We competed in the cosplay contest, of course, and none of us placed. So I was in beginners, and then Yuffie and Tidressa competed as a duo in masters. The judges had a panel the next day, and we got to talk to them, and they seemed to like my Grandma Meyer cosplay a lot, but they did point out a couple things on the transportation to the convention. The wig had come kind of undone, and then it was pretty tangled by the time we got to the contest because I was in my wheelchair and it's a long wig.
Thanks for the subs,
Oh,
gaming underscore.
howdy, hey, Drea. Thank you so much for the sub. 8 months? Amazing. I hope you're doing well. Let's talk to Hian real quick. Hian, my friends, I give you Mol Illo. Is that Mol Illo? The Khatun of the tribe, Temulun, resides in the largest yurt. We should go and make our introductions. Yeah, I peeked in for a bit, and then I also saw in the Discord, the pictures of your finished build. I was thinking about buying a Gunpla or two when we were down in Texas, and I ultimately bought a little wooden diorama that you build, and I might make it on stream, I might not. Knox was talking like he kind of wanted to just do them together, just as a couples thing. So that's why I say maybe not. Timulin, at last the traveler comes.
Tamarun Hatun, Sirina, I am returned.
It's voice acted. It feels like we've been having a lot of voice acted cutscenes lately.
Ours is the soil, Hian. The Domans, and the Eorzeans too.
Is that an old lady?
The gods know you, child. As do the stars in the heavens, which shone bright at your coming.
Ooh.
The mole hearkened to the whispers of the elder gods, which guide us in our daily lives. We know them through the Utun, like my grandmother.
Utun.
Hatun, I am come to beg a boon of you and yours. That I might liberate my homeland, I seek to rally the strength of the steppe.
Here's your
To that
ambition
end, I wish to
plan.
fight in the Nardum, as a warrior of the Maw. Will you grant me this honor?
To stand with the mole is fruitless. Hian, do not do this. The gods may have willed that our tribe join in the Nardum, but there is no path to victory. We are weak and our numbers few. Even with your help, it would be impossible.
Her eyes are really pretty. I like how they did they gave her a different color, blum or whatever they're called. It's kind of like my eyes are out too.
Sirina, but it is precisely because of the seeming hopelessness of your cause that we must needs cast our lot with you. Were we to join hands with a more favored tribe, our victory would inevitably be attributed to them, and no one would follow me to Doma.
I agree with Granny.
'Twas the gods' will that we fight. Mayhap this too is their design. Hear me,
Yeah,
then.
I lost my house.
As
I'm really
Hatun
depressed
of the
about
Maw,
it.
I invite you all to join with us in the Nardum.
I think I can get my lot back. Because it's up for auction right now. I just have to figure out what to do with all my shit. I was hoping that I could buy the lot and then just put all my shit back in there. But no, I have to get all of my stuff from the dude before I can place a bid in an auction. So, fuck me, I guess.
Will you look after them?
Apparently you have to pull all your stuff out at
Come
once.
with me, friends. There is much I would show you.
But your inventory is not big enough to hold everything. At least my inventory is not big enough.
Wait. I would have words. A singular radiance, shimmering, like a jewel of the Dusk Mother, blinding in its brilliance.
A jewel of the Dusk Mother.
Stars flicker and flock to you.
Oh, thank you.
Before such gathered light, even the secrets of the gods may be laid bare.
I do shine bright like a diamond. Literally have gold freckles.
Some are fated to rise in grace and glory. Others to falter and fade, though not from memory. Both will be your strength and salvation come the end. Cherish the stars and the light they bring you in the dark. For you are a traveler, are you not?
Also, to be fair, I feel like, oh, saw that you lost your house is worthy of all caps anyway. Okay. I think I'll finish this quest and then I think I'm gonna get off and go to bed because I'm pretty tired. Serena, thank you all for coming and for offering to fight with us in the Nadam. Though I still feel our chances are grim, I am grateful for your assistance. To be recognized as warriors of the Mole, there is a trial you must overcome. But before we speak of such things, there is another, more pressing matter. Leaving us on a cliffhanger. Okay. I am gonna call it here. So, let's go find someone to raid. Ooh. We have Nox. We have Bald Nox, Aristotle, Bobby are all up right now. Kinda want to raid to Nox, to be honest. Oh, thank you for coming by, Drea. I appreciate you. Let's get our raid message out. And then let's go say hi to Nox. Yep, Baldy Nox. But yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by. Please remember to take care of yourselves, and stay safe, which includes eating, hydrating, taking your meds, and going to bed at a decent time. And I'll try to be back tomorrow. I don't think I have anything that I have planned for tomorrow, so. But anyway, let's go say hi to Nox. Love you all, bitches.